Man, big dog. What's today? Thursday. Tan Thursday. You know we got Adam gonna join us. Deuce for Scoop on assignment, but he gonna pop on. Big dog Chico. Yours truly, Uncle Neely. Colorado final home game of the season. Senior night. Gonna kick off 6 p.m. Mountain Time here. We got a lot to discuss today. Y'all know what it is. It is the morning run. You know what?
Like Master P. And you know what? What were you saying before it just cut you off?
Oh, I was gonna say throw $5 in the chat. I might go back down to the weight room. Hey, that made Chico's night. Chico been texting me all day, night. He's still laughing.
That was amazing. That was an amazing moment in the morning run history right there. Uncle Neely just happened to wander in the weight room. Like I was documenting, I was like, "Oh, you went from outside to the indoor practice to the night you in the weight room." And then we just got
Yeah,
a nice
man.
little piece of TV content right there.
I'm in Coach
Hopefully
Hart's
good.
linebacker room right now. So you see some of the legendary linebackers behind me. And I
Maybe we
chose
get.
this room because, man, as we get into this game, linebackers going to have a big one.
Oh, I thought we were gonna see you tackle somebody today. You know, based on the room you're in, it's the activity you do. So you're in the linebacker room, you might need
Yeah,
to
but
tackle somebody today. Huh?
nobody's in here for me to tackle them.
Well, nobody was in the weight room for you to do anything yesterday. We came up with something
But
great
the
yesterday. So
weights were in there. The
we're gonna
weights were in there. So I
well,
lifted the weights.
think about something today then. It's some things you can do as
You want me to
a
tackle a chair?
linebacker. As a linebacker tackle anything. Anything that's moving.
Oh, ain't nothing here moving. You messed up then. Ain't nothing here
You looking
moving.
around like when I be
Dukes,
talking.
I seen you switch hats. You went from Pirates to Phillies.
Man, man, I got a dent in my hat. Looked like Cam sat on it, so I had to switch them.
Man, stop blaming Cam for everything. You said on that hat, man.
But I would never.
He got a dent in his hat. Heard that?
What, Chico?
Nah, you just real
They said,
particular about your
only,
stuff, I bet.
huh?
I said, I bet you just real meticulous, real particular about your stuff. Like, don't touch my stuff, dog.
Man,
Oh
you see them
man,
shoes behind me. You know he
If you touch
meticulous.
them, at least put them back the way you found them.
man, yeah, bro, yeah, for sure. I can say that. Yeah, like I be mad, man. Like, yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
I got a box of hats over here, man. And Cam mama went and made all these boxes, bro. And she put all my hats in the box. I was so mad because they messed up like 16 hats. You know what I'm saying?
What kind of mad was you?
Uh, you caught that?
yeah. Wait a minute. So, hey, first of all, let's say shout out to the
Boy,
runners.
Kevin
Make sure
Dorsey,
y'all
you
mount up.
right. Man, I still ain't found my Anthony Edwards. I'm glad you said that, boy. Thank you.
I found my Kobe jersey yesterday, actually. The black one I was telling you about.
Yeah.
But I don't know
The
where I
Twins
left
had
that
it.
mug at. I don't know where I left it at, but it had some stains on that mug.
The
Somebody could have
Twins
got
had it.
mad at me and put some Clorox stains on it. That's what it looked
Oh,
like.
boy. Well, you know, what?
You know what? I'm supposed to not even be on the show today. Y'all have a good
No,
time.
Chico, where you
First of
going?
all, make sure y'all
Oh.
give a shout out. Shout out to all the runners out there. Y'all make sure y'all mount up. Get in the chat. Let us know where y'all representing from. Any thoughts, comments, anything like that y'all have, put it in the chat so we can discuss it. Also, make sure you go to mybookie.ag when you get a chance. Go to mybookie.ag. Use promo code TMR where you can bet, win, and get paid. You understand me? That means they're going to send the money to you when you win. So go to mybookie.ag. Promo code TMR. Bet, win, and get paid with your dogs. You understand me? Dukes, Unc, do y'all.
Wait, where you going, man?
I'm just gonna be in the back for a minute.
Hey, man, we said
Why?
Go get tied up or something. Yeah, wow.
Because I said the Twins messed your shirt up.
That's all right. Anyway, what's going on in the world today? How you doing?
Chilling, dog. It's all good on this end.
Man, you know what? So I went down the rabbit hole of BET Uncut videos. And so first, Chico's debut song we talked about yesterday.
See, that's why I
Where
was
he
gonna go in the background.
All right. So then we got to the Mighty Casey White Girl song, right? Then we were talking about Chico again. Then it was a song called, you remember the song that Busy Bone had on Uncut? With the dude from Alaska?
In a Ziploc bag.
Man, what you talking about?
Smash to the gas. Ain't nothing like money in a Ziploc bag. Smash.
Look how tight Chico eyes is, y'all.
Hey, you're okay, cool. That was the one, right? That song was hard on Uncut, right?
Smash to the gas. Yeah, that was like the only
Right.
real song that was on Uncut.
Okay, so it took me here. That's how the rabbit hole went. Then I started going down old Bone Thugs and Harmony songs. What's your favorite Bone song, dog?
Just me?
Yeah.
I feel like we're trying to go somewhere with this.
No, drop it in the chat. No, because really,
You asking everybody?
yeah, what's your favorite Bone song? Like, them boys really had music. And we was like, didn't understand nothing they was saying, but they had the world in the chokehold for about 4 years, dog.
Yes. Probably a little bit longer than that, depending on real Bone fans out there. But
Right.
you know, shout out to Crazy, Lazy, Wish, Flesh, Busy, all of them, man, because they were dope as hell. Shout out to the girl that got on there. And I was about to say, shout out to Tasha who put her name in there as if she was a part of the group. Shout out to Tasha.
Y'all know Tasha was just walking by the studio?
No.
Oh, yeah, and that's how they found her. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Like they were outside on a smoke break and she was walking by. It's like, what y'all doing? Oh, that's the studio right there.
I know.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, she's like, I can sing. Like, girl, going on.
That's how Chico got on that song.
Man, please.
I got it, y'all.
That's how Chico got on the morning run.
That's how you and Unc got in those video vixens. As a video vixen back in the day.
Chico said, I got it, y'all.
Y'all was in a tip drill video. Couldn't see your face. Just saw your bottom half and slid by a credit card. Anyways.
But the song that I picked, bro, I just want, bro, do you remember Everyday Thing from
Everyday Thing
from the show? So I couldn't find it. It was on the show soundtrack. Bro, Flesh and Bone had the hardest verse, pause, on that song. Bro, I don't know what was he not in Bone?
Yeah, he was part of Bone. He was
like,
just,
nobody ever mentioned this dude.
Yeah, Flesh.
You ain't say that just then. You just named the other folks.
Oh, yes, I did.
I said Flesh.
I apologize.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
But yeah, I feel like he don't get his credit. He snapped on that song.
He was in jail during a lot of the time, from what I remember. Okay. That's why you only would see.
And then was he the one?
Really was 5. He was the youngest looking one.
It was another one that had some Eddie Kane in him too. Like he would show up and couldn't perform.
Probably Busy. But the steady ones always been Lazy, Crazy, and Wish. Flesh was in and out because I think he was incarcerated, and then Busy was kind of like the Eddie Kane one. He'll show up when he wants to perform or not. You know, he was the wild card one. You know,
so that Everyday Thing was crazy. What's your song, Chico?
You could take a pick. First of the month.
First of the month was hard. That's the first time I heard somebody being called. Bone is the first person I heard use player hater. That was the first time I heard that.
They hate to try to rob me, fool, but never no stress, no losses, flossing, keep it up off me, see.
First time I heard player hater was on that song.
Smoke a lot of weed on the bird. Wake up.
That's a dope. What about you,
East 99.
Think about back in the day.
Man, when it dropped, when it's the start of the song, East 99,
man, when it dropped, crazy. Crazy.
Oh, you know what?
Don't know a damn thing they saying, but I will brick it. It's the thuggish rugged bomb.
That goes so hard, though.
Shout out to them, man. If they not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I think they did some stuff that was like.
Who did they go on verses against? Oh, 3-6. That was a good verses too.
I missed that verses. I got to go back and rewatch that.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Last one. What was your favorite verses?
That'd be No Limit, and it might have been 3-6 and Bone too.
Yeah, that one was pretty tough.
Oh, Jesus.
Dipset Locks for me.
Dipset Locks,
very good. Yeah.
The Kids put up 30.
Yeah. And then like the presentation of it, the timing of it. And here's what I mean by the timing of it. We had reached a point where we said, "Fuck this pandemic." Like we were tired of being in the house, and then we went out. We went Atlanta mode. Forget these masks. We finna be super spreaders.
Atlanta Mo.
Yeah.
Oh, Atlanta was the first to say
Super
we don't care no
spreader.
more.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I was
Now,
out.
now, yeah.
Man, the funniest thing in the world, man. My partner said, I was like, hey man, I was like, man, it may have been October in the pandemic, maybe month 4 or 5. This man said, I was like, hey, I think I might have got COVID. He said, just now? He said, man, I done had that joke 6 times.
I already had that. It got rid. I done had that. Dog.
He said,
I drink orange juice and smoked me a couple blunts. Take me a shot of Hennessy. Shit, it knocked me right out.
Atlanta never closed.
No. Hell no.
Atlanta buck wild, man.
Hey, real quick. Mr. Bill Collector was one of my favorite ones too.
Oh, that's a good one too. They calling me Mr. Bill Collector. Almost had like a reggae vibe to it too.
Yeah.
Man, they did it. They did it all.
Had the weed songs, everything. That first of the month, though, I think songs like that, first of the month, a birthday song, whether it's by 50 Cent or 2 Chainz or the classic birthday song, things like that, songs that like champion like birthdays or times that's gonna always be here, come around, like a Mariah Carey Christmas song that pays her every year. I think those songs are the best songs to have, whether it's even a weed smoke song, a first of the month song. First of the month gonna come all the time.
Dog, let me
Bill
tell you
Collector
this.
song. All those things I think are genius type songs to make.
Let me tell you how right you are, Chico.
Yep.
To this day, as recently as November 1st, and for sure December 1st, no lie, for the past 8 years, me and my oldest daughter, Alexis, shout out to Alexis, pregame intern back in the day, first intern. The first of the month, no matter what time zone we in, we have a contest who can text each other the link to the song closest to midnight.
The link to the song.
So yeah, so you got you're on YouTube, right? There's a video for first of the month. There's a link to it. So the goal is,
I was like, what?
On the 31st or the 30th or the 28th of February, when midnight comes and it's about to be the first of the month, who can remember to stay up and text the other person, it's the first of the month.
Yeah, also silly, dog. Yeah,
that's pretty
but that
good.
just speaks to like the timelessness of the song. It ain't going nowhere.
Yes,
man.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Christmas songs. That's every December. First of the month is 12 times a year.
Yeah, Bone really hit you with 2. First of the month and going to that upper room.
Oh yeah, because somebody going.
Yeah, going to the Uncle Charles.
Yeah.
Oh man, yes.
That's playing probably at every funeral or passing or wake, whatever you want to call it. Repass.
I don't know what funeral you've been to, dog. You've been several projects
outside the funeral, dog. They gonna play Crossroads. Whether you ride to the funeral in the car.
I'm gonna give you that. You and your partners, right? I'm gonna give you that. But you said at the funeral. I ain't been to a damn funeral. That inside they done bought Crossroads.
Bro, we just saw Boosie perform at a funeral or a repass.
All I'm saying is, it's all adding up.
You ain't see that? Man, Boosie went to Detroit and performed at a repass. Said the girl who passed away wanted to go to Boosie's concerts, but she was too sick to go when he came there. So her final request was to have Boosie perform at my repass, in which they booked him. He said he called his mama. I called my mom. I had to ask her to pray on it. Had to ask her what she thought about it. She told me to pray on it. Well, hell, I prayed, and God told me go get that money. So he went up there and performed. Yes,
he did not say that.
Oh, the hell thing. God told me. Yeah, it's time to go.
Hey, man, crazy.
Boo went up there. Boo said he performed.
What song did he do?
Hell, you saw him perform at somebody. What was it? A wedding?
No, I seen him do plenty. I just seen him do plenty.
We're talking about. Hey, bro, hold up.
Yeah,
what
also
song
said,
does Boosie perform? That's the real question.
What song?
What song does he play? Set It Off. We gonna
I think that's what it was.
We gonna say this.
Or Independent, one of them. But he performed.
He did say on the Breakfast Club the other day that the past couple of years he skips over Hooked Up with P. Diddy. Just hit New York City, Hooked Up with P. Diddy.
Yeah,
he said he just danced doing that part.
That line came back to get me, dog. Everybody asked me about that, dog.
And he said the thing is, man, I ain't never hooked up with P. Diddy. I just I know him. I know him, so I thought I put it in there because it was a nice bar. He said, but I ain't never hung out with P. Diddy in New York City. I just put it in there. That would line get you right there.
Man, what? Man.
Shout out to all Boost's uncles too. Uncle Heavy, Uncle Tony, little cousins, all of them down there, man. I went down to BR across the tracks back in the day. I think I told y'all that. We were in Boost's room when he was locked up. We was down there for him, to get that appeal for him to get out, but he didn't get out at that time. But shout out to his fam for showing us a lot of love down there in BR.
What you steal out this room?
I didn't steal anything. We had cameras everywhere.
What you leave?
Actually, I probably left my camera because since that day, I couldn't find that footage. I think my homeboy deleted it on purpose, but couldn't find that footage, man. Yeah.
Man, I know one thing. When we talking about funeral music, man, you got your room shakers like in rap battles, and you got, the songs that get the party crunk. But the funeral, when they play that going up, when the going up yonder get to singing and that person can sing, you know what I'm talking about? Oh man, bro, I be ready to go. The funeral, that'd be it for me, man. I got to get up out of there, man.
Hey man, I was doing videography back in the day, of course. I also did editing for people who needed editing. I got called one time to go to this funeral in the country. I didn't know who it was. I did it for a friend. I get down there, this old white man. He passed away. Walk up in there, boy. They looked at me like, "What the hell are you doing here? This is gonna be the last time."
You told me you was a Rebel Radio,
man. That's what I should have did. Right? Come on in, Rebel Radio. Put your Rebel flags out in the sky. I went up there and sat in the front row and set up my cameras. Man, I just felt all the heat on me. I was like, I think I need to get up out here. I was like, only reason I stayed because I was
finna be two. He'll finna be another one.
Them situations, dudes, when they spit before they say something to you, is on.
Hey man,
hey boy,
Chico had it rough, boy. Hey, I see why he moved to Hawaii. I don't no more Hawaii jokes. That man got trauma. For real, no more Hawaii jokes, man.
From little league coaches,
man. Hell, they been spitting on the man. There's all type of stuff, man.
He didn't spit on me.
Hey, Big Beats Franklin had that super chat. Hit that, Chico.
My man, Big Beats.
Oh, no, Big Beat.
Y'all remember the original Crossroads? No, it was two. Oh, yes. Oh, you're right. It was on. Hold up.
Funny.
What I did?
I'm just being probably. That's all.
Hey, Big Beast. We done announced it already on the gram, social media. We get announced today. December, which is around the corner, You Tell Me is coming back. Hook us up with a beat for You Tell Me intro, Big Beats.
Man, I might rap on
like, I got you.
Pause.
Then he was like, hold up, you gonna rap on it? Nah, I'm gonna sing you one of my old beats. Hey, let's bring on Adam from the background to join us, get some sensible talk going on.
Y'all, he talking about the original Crossroads where he talking about Wally. Remember Wally? I felt like I knew Wally. Wally, even though you're gone.
Yeah. I remember that line.
Yep.
Exactly right. Adam, what's up, Adam?
How you guys doing?
Good. We just talking about some old Bone Thugs and Harmony stuff. I got a question. Did you listen to Bone Thugs and Harmony back in the day?
Oh, heck yeah. Yeah. So in college, I DJ'd and I would do house parties. And I would get like the basics set up, and I would kind of have baseline music to kind of get the vibe ramped up. And my last song that I always had before I actually went into like real DJing was Notorious Thugs, Bone Thugs and Harmony, and Biggie.
Notorious Thugs.
Man, my cousin, bro.
Yeah,
new cousin alert. New
Adam,
cousin.
what was your DJ name?
Man, you guys are doing that to me already. DJ Finesse.
Oh, out of here. Hey, super chat. Man, I'm super chat. Why can't I say the super chat fast enough? Hold up.
This is the morning run. This is where this is the only place where you'll learn about things like that.
My brain had not fully developed at that point, so you got to give me some grace there. I would have a different name.
That is tough, Adam.
That's a dope name.
Come on now.
One of my best friends back home, DJing with him since high school, Chris Carr, aka DJ Finesse.
Yeah, I was about to say, I guarantee you there's a DJ Finesse out there somewhere.
Yeah,
DJ Finesse.
That's man. Hold up.
You just had a name on the fly. Adam like, hey, we got to go there finesse DJ. We got to go to that one.
Unc, you told him your DJ name, Unc?
Yeah, DJ Chico Mama.
Hey man, no, hey man.
Adam, you laughing too hard over there, Adam. Don't laugh too hard at that. DJ Fuck It Up. That was your name, Unc. You come in there and fuck shit up.
It's really the same thing. Your
No,
mama.
no.
It's the same thing. It's really equal,
Hell no. Adam laughing real hard over there, Adam. You know you can be laughing in the classroom with somebody make a joke, dog. You get joked out.
DJ Finesse.
Yes, sir.
We started this season off, DJ Finesse, with the goal of a Big 12 championship appearance. And if you're a peer, you want to win. Didn't take long for that to get mathematically off the table. But went right down to the wire on bowl game eligibility still being on the table. But after that West Virginia loss, the math changed, and then now it is what it is. 2 games left to play, but they don't get you anything as far as a carrot on the stick for December. You attended Coach Prime's presser this week, as well as the player pressers. What were your takeaways from it, from a coach perspective or player perspective, on how these guys are still focused on winning and playing in the game versus one leg being out the door?
Well, yeah, you've got these different groups that are trying to maximize something. You've got the group that is playing in their last 2 games as a Colorado Buffalo that want to go out on a high note and leave some type of legacy after a disappointing start to this season. And then on the other end of it, you've got the kind of the youth movement coming up. You've got Julian Lewis set to make his second start. You've got a lot of younger guys that, if they choose not to jump in the portal, can really springboard this program offensively going forward. And so they definitely have a lot of growth opportunities going out against Arizona State and going out to Kansas State. And so it's the middle that worries me a little bit, of like, can you keep some of those guys that are half a foot out the door, like engaged enough to like not be a problem? Because you put 11 guys out there on the field, and if one of them is just not feeling it, I mean, you see the results. And then I was telling somebody this yesterday, that it's kind of the beautiful thing about football, right? It's like, you really truly have to have a team. You really truly have to have 11 guys that are still battling. And, if there's a weak link out there, they're going to expose it. So I don't necessarily expect to see that on Saturday or, the following Saturday at Kansas State, based on what we've seen. But I think you're going to have a locker room that's kind of figuring out who they are these last couple of weeks, and where kind of the backward pride takes place from the older guys down to the guys that are going to take ownership of this football program going forward.
Yeah, I've got similar feelings with it, man. There's no doubt about it. If you put 100 people in the room in this scenario, somebody's checked out. Someone's, whether they're looking at the portal or they got limited playing time. I'm not foolish enough to think that there's 100% buy-in. And when you look at the record for the season, there's probably never been 100% buy-in, for that matter. But for the guys that are here, the future, or even the seniors who want to go out right, the coaching staff, you really have 2 opportunities. One, to match the low water mark, of what was season 1 with 4 wins. And so you don't want to create a new floor with 3. So that's a motivator. Even guys who are looking at the portal, this is an opportunity to get some final good tape out there. And so those guys are going to play with effort. And I think the guys who are the future, particularly quarterback and all the tentacles from it, the young tight ends, the receivers, the offensive line, you name it, I think they want to perform. And I think they want to perform enough that you go into these final 2, with enough buy-in to, at a minimum, be competitive and follow the game plan, and you can win the game. And so I'm optimistic about it, because I think there's still things, whether you silo it or make it team-wide, there's still things to play for, and that should get you enough, particularly this senior night, final home game at Folsom, because the final game of the season is on the road. There's a lot to get up for with that one. And so you just got to think when you look at practice that you're gonna get maximum effort out of it. You are facing an opponent with a much better record. You're facing an opponent that Vegas says the odds are in their favor, but you're facing an opponent that's not with their true quarterback. And so there's some things you can capitalize on, but I don't think the demise of this team, these final two games, will have anything to do with people having clocked out early and just going through the motions. The people that are here are here.
Yeah, I guess if there are people that are clocked out early, I mean, that's going to show itself, right? And that's maybe one of the benefits about these final two games of being able to kind of weed that out, I would imagine, going into the offseason. I'm also curious just kind of how it felt like the first bye week came at a bad time. You're coming off the Iowa State win. You want to carry that momentum. Neely being around the program, was this past bye week better? It felt like maybe a good time to kind of reset, especially with Julian Lewis getting that extra week of just preparation.
Yeah, I think, Adam, I think it was. But I'm going to put it, on the injury list. We saw the prelim injury list come out, last night, and it's probably the smallest it's been in 6 weeks. And so that did help you get some guy. You got some new names on it, but it helped you get some names off of it, going into this week. But I also think, man, there's part of me that says, particularly from a Juju standpoint, yeah, you gave him a week off and he took advantage of it. Didn't go home for the break after practice was over with. Put up about 8+ hours of film study, et cetera, et cetera. But I thought he had enough momentum coming off that game that he probably wanted to play the next week, and just to get right back out there, so to speak. But I think clearly from a health standpoint, playing in the conference that has 2 bye weeks, and with this second and final one falling the way it did, help get some guys off that injury list, and we'll see if they participate or not.
Yeah. It's good that we've got the Julian Lewis watch. There's a lot of good stories. Jeremiah Brown was amazing with us yesterday as media members. And this self-awareness to go, like, I'm just going to go make some money, man. Like, I'm not going to chase his dream. Like, he's got a plan for his future. And that's really cool. Like, those are the good stories that I hope folks that are kind of trending towards apathetic can at least glom onto here as we close out this season.
Yeah, I know it's been out on Coach Prime's media and probably on Well Off Rooster People as well. I kind of do save some stuff for a weekly recap on game day when we have these evening games. But as we all know, Adam, in college football, 98, 99% of the room ain't going pro. I don't care if it's Alabama or Georgia. That's just the statistical facts. And so yesterday, when Coach Prime had the fire department come and they were talking to the players and see who would be interested in being trained for fire services, no matter where you are in the nation, and you had about 12 guys get up and follow them out. And, there's self-awareness of the NFL is not in my individual future, but I want to become a professional at something. And then to have a coach that have the wherewithal to know how to invite those kind of folks in for the recruitment to those certain industries. And hey, here's what I think you had about 4 people interested, Adam, like in the beginning. But when they said, hey guys, you're going to start off 6 figures and you really only work 9 days a week, a lot of people got interested.
You said 9 days a week. I think it's 3, right? I don't know if we have that.
Yeah, they said that their program, you start getting paid
9 days a month type of thing.
Yeah, I'm sorry, 9 days a month. Yeah, you go 48 hours on and then 4 days off.
I played softball with a firefighter, and I got to admit, his lifestyle was pretty envious. I was like, dude, you're just living life. And when you go in there, there's like kind of a fraternity lifestyle situation going on there. So yeah, no, because I think that's one of the things that a lot of these college football players really miss when they graduate and move on, is having that locker room, that brotherhood, that chemistry with guys. And firefighting is pretty much along those same lines.
Yeah. And that was one of the pitches they made, that, for those, the training you go through together, there's 48 hours you're at the fire station together and guys are cooking and barbecuing and working out and that kind of thing, that is very similar to athletic background. So again, shout out to Coach Prime putting that together. And again, shout out to those players with that self-awareness to know, the sun is setting on collegiate athletics. And if I'm not one of those NFL guys, let me start this path of exploring what I really want to do next. But before they do what they do next, Adam, we got Arizona State coming to town. They are sitting at 7 wins already, so they are certainly bowl eligible. Can't play a spoiler in that regard, but can mess with their math as it relates to the Big 12 championship or any thoughts to that. When I look at our past weeks of inability statistically to stop the run, and I look at their quarterback who's in because of injury, and I'm looking at the past games, even though they've won them, you're passing about 50% or less completion rate. I expect Arizona State is going to come here and try to run the ball.
You got to stack the box, and that's your only chance against this football team because Jeff Sims is a dual threat quarterback, and we've seen what that can provide as challenges for this Colorado defense. You hold Arizona State to under 200 yards rushing in this game. I think they come out with a win. Now, the problem is that Colorado has struggled against Power 4 opponents to do that so far this season. So, yeah, this is a big week for that front. They got to show up and they got to show out, and it's going to be an opportunity to really kind of change the trajectory of kind of the narrative of this program going into the offseason. And so there's a lot to still play for, despite that 3-7 record. And this is a tough matchup, but Arizona State doesn't have Cam Skadaboo anymore. He was the heart and soul of that football team last year. They've bounced back from some tough losses. Was it Mississippi State? I think they lost to on the road early in the season. But they're 7-3, so they're a solid football program. If you're Colorado, though, you show up and do what you're capable of, you can leave Folsom Field with a win for sure on Saturday night.
Deuce, let me get your thoughts on. I look at the past 3 games passing wise: 6 of 11, 13 of 24, 19 of 28. All those are less than 50%. And then again, looking at the yards we've given up to teams, we've pretty much allowed people to exceed their rushing averages. Are you on board with Adam that stopping the run is going to be key to this? I think you muted that, Duke, so at least I can't hear you.
Yeah, absolutely. And then when it comes to stopping the run, it takes when you have to load up and stop the run. If you can stop the run without dropping the safety, it allows you to do so much more in the passing game and passing defense, and it helps you. But when you have to start bringing sometimes 9 up to stop the run because you aren't able to do it out of base sets, it really impacts you as far as what you're able to do when you go to the passing game. How many times have we seen the quarterback rollout and tight end flat combination be ran against Colorado? And that's all based off of having to bite hard on pause, but having to bite hard on the run. So when you see the RPO and you see when the RPO fake, roll out right, tight end flashes, it's either that or a mesh combination. Colorado's been being killed with that all year, and that's a pass that's based in a run. So I think by being able to stop the run early, you allow yourself to get a little more exotic on the back end when it comes to what you do with your safety. So I think it's paramount to them winning.
Adam?
Yeah, no, again, you hold them to under 200 yards, you're going to win this football game. This is an Arizona State team that is very solid and is well coached. Kenny Dillingham is a name that's been brought up for a lot of these national jobs. I don't think he's leaving, though. I think he's a Sun Devil, man. Like, he's got a deep passion. I appreciate that, too. Like, I think when you find a program that fits with your beliefs, that you have a passion for, and you can kind of build that over the course of time, it's really going to breed results for them. And if you're Kenny Dillingham, they're going to pay you. You're going to be just fine in life, and you don't necessarily need to chase that next carrot to have all this pressure hanging over you. I was surprised that James Franklin is not on a beach right now, and he's going to Virginia Tech. These guys were just wired a little bit differently, I guess. But Kenny Dillingham
and let them off the hook for $49 million. That's crazy.
No, you'd never see me again, Dukes.
You would be the ninja.
The samurai. Yeah.
Yes.
Man, but Adam, I was going to ask you this. So how important? So we've seen people ask a ton of questions about Colorado's high school recruiting lately. How important is Julian Lewis's play to helping other? And you've been covering recruiting for a long time. How important is Julian Lewis to have his play to the recruiting efforts for the high school level kids?
I think it's really important, Dukes. I know Coach Prime says we don't have a sales pitch, but you have people paying really close attention to your program when you're being recruited by them. And the narrative, if Julian Lewis goes out there and balls out the next 2 weeks, despite what Colorado's record is it's like the future is bright in Boulder. And come be a part of a piece around him. Come be part of, as Coach Prime says, be a dog, don't be a cat, don't be scared off. They've lost 3 commits in the last month and some talented players, but this is the transfer portal era. So you can find ways to mitigate that. You can find other prep recruits. The early signing period is the first Wednesday in December this year, as opposed to being closer to Christmas. So you might have some more guys that are on the market for that February signing period, as compared to recent years where they've had that later early signing period in late December. So being able to, I guess, sell is not the right word, but being able to paint a picture of what Colorado's program is going to be behind this 18-year-old that's going to only continue to get better is going to be a big part of the discussion for recruiting in the coming weeks. And so if he continues to go 299, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, show a few things with his legs, going into the offseason, they're going to be able to have that as something that is going to be attractive to not only offensive players, but defensive players want to come in and be part of a successful program as well. So it really is like, I think that the transition in the shift to the future with Julian Lewis at quarterback and some of the other guys that are coming up in this program is big for these last 2 games. And otherwise, there's no reason to tune in. This is why to tune in, is building for the future and kind of getting that momentum into the offseason.
Nice.
Yeah, I love that, Adam. And you talk about some of the commits that have been quote unquote lost. Frankly, none of them have been lost because of the record, and so you're still trending in a direction where, even though the season hasn't gone the way you want it to, the people who want to be here because of or without the record, you'll still want to be here. And I think that when you look at Duke's, what starting Juju now means to the future, I agree with everything Adam said. But I think just as important, and maybe even more important, is the track record of Coach Prime since having been in Colorado or even at Jackson State, that he recruits people to play that can help right now. He's not recruiting people to sit you 2 or 3 years. And each season that goes by, you see people out there as freshmen contributing. When you look at the Taco Bell program, other than Jordan Seaton on there, who's relatively young in comparison to what you could be in college, it's all guys who played as freshmen on on these ads. And so from an NIL perspective, from a playing time perspective, from an impact that you have as a high schooler perspective, although we live in a portal era and Coach Prime was dinged pretty bad about how he utilized the portal, and now everybody does it the way he did it. No one is playing more guys out of high school than you get a chance at Colorado.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it has to be a selling point. There are going to be guys. There are only so many starting positions in Power 4 football, and I think this is a program that you can sell the fact that if you're ready now, you can play now. There are some places where you're just not going to play as an 18-year-old just because of who's in front of you. There's no way you can play, and I think Colorado is one of those places that, regardless of the situation, if you're the best player, you'll play. Politics be damned, NIL be damned. If you're the best guy, you'll play. And I think that's something that is important to keep in the forefront when you're recruiting. And I think, you have a season that doesn't go the way you wanted it to. The good thing about Colorado, and what a lot of coaches haven't had that have still had good recruiting seasons, that's what I came from, recruiting. They have proof of concept based on what Colorado did last year with the right guys. With the right guys, with the right leadership, with the right blend, coaching and players. All in all, it's been proven that you can win and you can win big in Colorado. So I think with that being said, I think there's an opportunity for Colorado to make strides over these last 2 games and to set yourself up nicely going into next year.
And Dukes, that's why I love. I'll circle back to it. Getting one of these 2 for sure, but if you get both of the remaining games, there's just no debate about it. And it's amazing that the opposing coach pointing it out to the world, but no matter what you think about this record, you still have a program in better shape than Deion Sanders found it. Someone handed you the keys and there was 1 win, and even in this ridiculously horrible season, you got 3 wins with a chance to get that to 5. And so as it takes a good bit of effort and time for a ship to turn in the ocean, same thing with a collegiate program that had fallen off that bad, the arrow is still pointing up. When you look at the young players out there doing their thing and people see that, it's still an attractive place, whether you're a portal guy, a grad student, or a high schooler, because you see, I'm going to be a part of something that's trending in the right direction. And it happens to have Deion Sanders as the head coach.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, I watched 22, man, around here in Boulder. Things are a lot better now. I can confirm that.
Well, Adam, we talked about
go ahead. The Utah and Arizona games were not fun. They kind of gave me some flashbacks. But aside from that, it's much better now. Yes.
Yeah, I was talking to Reggie Calhoun Jr. this morning, and I was saying, man, what was so painful about that is that they were back to back, and when you look at the 4-win season, the only trouncing we took like that was Oregon. I mean, we stepped off the bus and that game was over. We didn't compete in any facet of it and had some of our most talented players, coaching staff, you name it. But then you go fast forward and get to this season and it happened 2 times in a row. It's just like, oh man, like does 2 times mean 3 times? Does 3 times mean 4? It doesn't take a lot for a wobbling wheel to come all the way off. But I think the ship has now stabilized when you look at the performance there, particularly in West Virginia. You can almost start the season over in some regards right there because you have a new quarterback. So you go into West Virginia, 0-0. And now you're 0-1, and you want to see if Juju Lewis can get you to 2-1, as quarterback with 2 games left. Adam, we talked about the not sitting in the linebacker room and our guaranteed must that we got to keep them under 200 yards to win. Whether it's around 180 or 210, what do we need to do when we have the ball to win? What are you looking for out of this Colorado offense to put points up?
Creativity, and I know there can't be a complete makeover of this offensive identity, even when you have a bye week, but wrinkles here and there. Just you've got some things that you can work with. You got Draylon Miller and Cam Michael that can do some stuff. Wildcat quarterback wise, you just gotta take as much pressure off Julian Lewis while giving him opportunities to gain confidence and experience in that. And that's a tough mix. I mean, like, obviously that's above my pay grade. If I knew how to exactly dial that up, I wouldn't be talking to you guys right now. So it's going to be a challenge, but they've had this bye week. You can get some different things in there that maybe Arizona State is not expecting to, because you've had a few extra practices to kind of implement some stuff. But, all eyes are going to be on Juju. This is the second game of his future here at Colorado, and I can't wait to see what happens.
Yeah, and Duke's he's wearing a number. This will be his home opener as well as starter, because we were on the road when he got the go ahead. But number 10s at quarterback have been successful at Folsom Field. What are you looking for out of Juju, your homeboy from Georgia, and the rest of this offense?
Man, I just look for Juju to pick his spots to take shots. I think that's going to be important as far as not looking for the big shot every time, but knowing that it's there and taking the shot when it's there. Like, so we talk about baseball, right? If you swing for the fences every time, your batting average is going to be low. But if you make contact, 4 singles still equals a run. And I think that's what you got to do. Take the singles, dink and dunk, be patient. And then when you get your opportunities to go downfield, the good thing about Juju, he don't miss. When down the field, when you look at his accuracy, historically, his accuracy on deep balls is pretty good. And I think as far as him learning the timing of playing power forward football, playing Big 12 football is only going to help his accuracy when it comes to deep and intermediate passes. So I'm looking forward to just seeing him be who I know he is, and who he's been. We always talk about proof of concept. He's got proof of concept. This ain't nothing new. And I think and it's really dope to see how the city of Atlanta was watching Colorado. Like, of course, there's a lot of people who, a lot of Colorado fans in Atlanta. There were even more watching. You could go, like, sometimes you won't see a Colorado game in a sports bar. Damn near every sports bar in the city had Juju on, and it was the talk of the town. So it's been exciting. He's been doing it for a long time, and I'm just glad and hope to see him do it again on Saturday.
Yeah, and I don't want to go too far ahead from this particular Saturday, but when you mentioned the love there in Atlanta, I don't know if we're going to add a week 0 or quote unquote week 1 game in August, but the first game in September 2026 is Colorado at Georgia Tech in Atlanta. And so that's going to be a great time for the buzz and the Juju hype to go to a whole nother level, Dukes.
Oh yeah, it's going to be off the chain. And you got to think, like, Carrollton, Carrollton High School was built like one of those schools on Friday Night Lights. It's not quite Buford, but it ain't far off, right? And so seeing it's going to be really fun to see him in that large of a stadium at home and seeing how he performs. And hopefully, the Buffs will be in a better position than they were at the start of the season this year. But they wasn't far off this year. And that's what's been the most frustrating thing about this team is that you saw that they weren't far off. But sometimes when you have a wobbly wheel and you don't fix it, guess what? The car runs off the road. And that's kind of what happened. But you started to see remnants of what you saw or the flashes that you saw at the beginning of the season in that West Virginia game, where if you get competent offensive play, complementary football, the defense plays better once you're able to keep them off the field and they can stay rested. So I think I'm definitely looking for pace, which is important in football. We always use pace in basketball, but pace is really important in football, not only offensively, but it helps the defense readjust and gives you time to make adjustments. Arizona State could come out here and put, like, for example, Auburn plays Vanderbilt 2 weeks ago. Vanderbilt goes hurry up for the first time all season. No time to kind of adjust. They put up 40 points on Auburn, who hadn't given up 24 points in the game all season. No time to adjust. So by being able to play complementary football and you give the defense time, you give Livingston, you give the guys in that defensive huddle a time to make adjustments. And I think that's why we always talk about complementary football, and that's one of the unsung reasons why it's so important.
Yeah, I love that, Dukes, and I'm gonna start where Adam started with that creativity. And I think that creativity, has to start on first down. When you got a freshman quarterback with his second game, putting him in an advantageous situation with second and third is very important, and that starts on first down. If this offense, with that creativity, Adam and Brett Bartolone making it happen, if we can get somewhere between 4 yards on first down, that really just opens up a playbook for like a Juju and what you can call, and it just puts the defense in a state of unreadiness because they don't know what's coming. They don't have a lot of film on this guy unless you go back, to high school. And with the creative package and doing some things you didn't show in West Virginia, you got an opportunity to keep this defense, quote unquote, on his heels. And when it comes to Juju, the hair is braided this week, so you will not be tackling him by the hair hanging out the back of the helmet because it's braided tight like Chico. So we're good to go there. I like what he brings to the table. I think, again, doing some creative things on first down, to stay well ahead of the chains, opens up the playbook and even more creativity on second and short and third and short. Even situations where now you can even go for it on fourth down because maybe it's fourth and a yard or fourth and inches because you took care of business on first. I think just as much, Adam, as you said, keeping these guys under 200 yards wins us the game, rushing. I think watch what we do on first down or don't do on first down from an offensive standpoint, and that's going to dictate the outcome of the game as well.
Yeah, that's really well put. I think with Julian, part of this process has been just maybe taking ownership of this, right? Like, he's such close friends with Kaidon Salter. Do you think that there was some apprehension of him just kind of trying to step into this leadership role the way he has since he's gotten that call because of that?
I don't know about apprehension the way it was framed there, but I will tell you this from my optic test, my eyeball test. Whether it was summer one, summer two, or whether it was fall camp or either first two or three games, I think a young 17-year-old Juju Lewis was comfortable being the heir apparent versus fighting for the job and proving he could do it now. And so I think he just took a kind of a back seat to the name of Salter and who was QB1, almost from a respectful standpoint. Like, no, my time is coming as he is now. I will just wait my turn instead of, claw scratch to get it. Over those weeks after that, particularly when Staub got to play in Houston, I think you saw a new Juju at practice and in meetings, and he rose to the occasion. And now since getting the job, before the bye week, going into West Virginia, et cetera, he looks the part. Adam, if you ever talk to somebody, you know them, but you've talked to them so few times you don't recognize their voice. I don't
Sure.
know if the
Yeah.
players in this team 3 weeks ago could have picked up a phone and knew that was Julian's voice on the other side because they didn't hear him. Salt's voice, Jeremiah Brown's voice, Ben's voice. There's certain people in the room. You're coming down the hallway here, Warren Sapp's voice. I don't know if people in this organization even knew what Juju Lewis sounded like 5 weeks ago. But now everybody does because he's vocal. He's accepted that leadership role. And I think that's going to translate onto the field, especially if you can put him defensively, in a situation where we got some 3 and outs going, offensively, where he's successful on first down, and he can take those kind of shots that you're talking about, Dukes. And the same thing with special teams. I would rather give my freshman quarterback in his first start at home 60 yards to get to the end zone than 80 because I didn't do something right on special teams. So special teams is going to play a big role in his success as well.
Good stuff. Yeah.
I definitely agree. Hey, Adam, Hey, Adam, I was going to ask, is there anybody recruiting wise that there may be some buzz about that you can see Colorado going after, even with some of these decommits? There's always the recruiting board doesn't stop with a decommitment. So, where is there anybody else that you can see off the top of your head that may have interest in Colorado?
Well, you got to start with the guy that's actually committed to Colorado right now, and that is Rodney Colton Jr. He's a linebacker out of Noonan, Georgia. I don't know if you've had a chance to see him, Dukes, but he's a really, really, really good football player. He could come in, make an impact very early on in his career. He's taken some other visits recently. He's going to be in Folsom Field on Saturday. So that's the first one I'm gonna start with there. You're seeing them go with some JUCO recruits, especially in the O-line, looking to fill some gaps there. They had a recruit on campus yesterday, which I'll have a report up on later today. So right now, I would say the biggest thing is trying to find a way to maximize what Julian can do, get some buzz going, keep Colton on board. Preston Ashley is a really talented player out of Mississippi that I think could be their starting or backup nickelback from day one if he sticks with his pledge. And Carson Crawford out of Texas has got a big ratings bump because he's continuing to ball out in Texas. So there's some guys to be excited on there. I think there's going to be some surprises. It might be a lot of that between that first signing period and the regular signing period where you've got your coaching staff solidified and you can really kind of find those guys that were maybe on the fence coming out of that early signing period.
Yeah, Rodney Colton is a guy I've been watching for a long time. Knows Julian Lewis well. Like these guys, like he's another guy that in this Atlanta area. Well, and Noonan's a little outside of Atlanta, but he's played little league ball with everybody. When you talk about ready, he's like so. In high school, when you get your grown man body, right, and then you have to learn how to, how fast you are, how to run again, how much you can lift. He's had his grown man body since he was about 14, 15. Like he's been a guy. And so so Rodney is one of those guys that he comes in, he knows what to do. He knows his capability. He was able to start weight training before a lot of other kids. So he's an impressive guy. And I think he has what it takes to come in and help the linebacker room immediately. So and even before some of the decommitments, I was saying this is probably the most important recruit that I saw on of the list of commitments because he immediately upgrades that room and he could play day one. So now that was a good call on Rodney Colton.
Love it. Hey, guys, we got about 5 minutes before we get out of here on the morning run. Of course, we still have a show Friday before the game. But while we got Adam here, we would be crazy if we don't talk about another quarterback getting another opportunity in an official start. Adam, Shedeur Sanders is traveling to Las Vegas to take on the Raiders, and the Cleveland Browns have announced he will be QB1. He's had a full week to prepare for this trip with QB1 reps. What are you looking to see Sunday out of Shedeur in Vegas?
Get a W, man. Like, just put the pressure on these Cleveland Browns coaches to stop not giving you the opportunities that, and I get it. Like, okay, so you say, oh, we drafted this quarterback late, and this is the way things go for a quarterback that got drafted late. But you've done so many other games at that quarterback position in Cleveland this year. And of course, it was not surprising to hear them say that he has not gotten first team reps after his first NFL action. But I just want to see him put in a situation where he's not set up to fail, because I feel like that's been the case since he got drafted by them. And I'll be tuned in. I'm anxious to see, but it's going to be with a skeptical eye, guys.
Dukes?
Yeah, man, I think the same thing. Just looking for him to be set up to win, have an opportunity to be the guy, knowing he's the guy. I think and I think you'll see a similar a bump in play, similarly to what you saw with Julian Lewis when he was given an opportunity to know he was the guy, prep as the guy, and then go play as the guy. And I think you'll see a difference in play with Shedeur this week.
Yeah, I'm on board.
You got to run, right?
I do. Yeah. I got to run, guys. But as always, this is one of my highlights of the week. So I'm going to get on this work call, and then Notorious Thugs is going to be blasting through my house the rest of the day.
We appreciate.
I haven't heard that song in like 15 years.
Yeah, go listen, dog.
All right,
DJ
thanks, guys.
Finesse, aka Adam, appreciate you stopping by on this Thursday,
DJ
man.
Finesse,
Tan Thursday with DJ Finesse.
We'll see you guys.
Adam.
All right, man.
Yeah, Dukes, I'm with you and Adam, and certainly want to get Chico's thoughts. And I know we're going to discuss this more in depth on Friday, but it's just about fairness, opportunity. And I know one thing, I've seen Shedeur perform, when it ain't fair and ain't given a true opportunity. And I can only imagine what he can do with a week's worth of time, a week's worth of rhythm that he's had compared to when it was zero. I mean, now his first pass to Judy is not going to be a pass in the game. He's had some passes this week to him. And so what I'm looking for is that a better performance from his first performance, because he's had a week. And so it's an arrow pointing up thing. It'd be great, as Adam said, if the Browns, pull this off and he gets the win. It'd be great if he performs at a level that even when Gabriel is able to pass protocol, they make the decision, to go ahead and stick with Shedeur. All that's great. But before that, have a game that shows what you can do when you are given a fair opportunity to prepare for a game. I think he is cerebral and mature in that approach. As he said during his presser, hadn't been answering his phone, been blocking things out, totally focused, on the task at hand, something he hadn't had to do before while being with the Browns. So I'm looking for the arrow to continue pointing up, man, and make some plays. And as I told Chico yesterday, the 3 plays that I saw or thought that a better decision could be made, will he make better decisions with those this time? If he does that, not only do the Browns win, he's got the job.
I think absolutely he will. I think Shedeur is one of those players, man. And like he said it. I'm acting like I'm saying something breaking. I think he said he's one of those players that's like playoff feel, and knowing his teammates. And that comes with repetition and just out there practicing and understanding how they run those routes. And the more Shedeur does that, I think with the footage I saw at practice of him getting the first team reps, I think he showed and he looked very comfortable out there and confident. He looked like he was, it's just a different swag when you're about to play or you're starting. And I think he showed that out there. And I think the players see that also. And we will see a different performance this week in Las Vegas. I think it's the
Yeah,
perfect
and
place
you
to do
even
it.
had post game when he spoke to the team and put the loss on him, and then you had a Miles Garrett stand up behind him, go, "No, it wasn't on you; it's on all of us."
Yeah.
And so just the fact that he's already, putting himself in that leadership position of this is my team, so it's on me. Just that
Yeah.
mindset and saying that in front of your peers and your colleagues, coaching staff, training staff, players, you name it, that goes a long way. Chico, you and I talked the other day. About like those replacement movies and football movies when somebody don't want to block for somebody because they don't like them. Y'all gotta understand that shit happens in real life. People perform better when they're working with people that they want to work with. And so
Mhm.
you got to understand that there were routes being run out there, not with full confidence because they didn't believe Dylan Gabriel could get them the ball anyway. And
Mhm.
so now a week of working with Shador, I think you're going to see a different Cleveland Browns team because they want to be successful, and they know that their success now and in the future is tied to him.
Now we all know Cleveland has a ceiling, meaning that they're not a complete team right now. I think like you just go out there and probably blow out the Las Vegas Raiders, no matter who's at quarterback. But I think you will see a totally different effort from this team. Everybody will up their play, I think, and that's going to lead them to a win. It might be a close 17-14, 21-17 win in Las Vegas, but all in all, I think it'll be a win, and we might see Shador Sanders lead them in a fourth quarter comeback. I think it's going to be something dramatic like that. Either way, Monday we will be talking about Shador got a big win or Shador got a loss in his first start. So one way or another, we will be here talking about it. So stay tuned right here on the Morning Run each weekday,
Chico, I
11
know you had
a.m.
to
Mountain
step off the
Time.
air, early. You got a little lipstick on your cheek right there.
No lipstick. I don't even like lipstick, so don't even worry about it. You
I
feel
thought
me?
one of the Thai twins might have,
They
forgotten.
can't kiss me with lipstick. I'm allergic. Now, what you got to say about that?
I just seemed like get you confessed to something. You love telling on yourself.
Well, you know what I did? We got to go, though. Dukes, you got to get about it. You got a meeting to go to. I got a couple of things to get tied up in. And Unc said he going back to the gym, dog. That's what's up, Duke.
I got a couple things to get tied up in.
Yeah.
What you got to get tied up in, Chico?
Unc said he was about to walk back to the gym for us. Go ahead, Unc. Let's go, baby.
Boy,
I
ignore
got
me.
a couple things.
Boy, Chico, hey man, what time is it out there, Chico?
9:05 a.m.
Oh man, it's good time to go get good and freaky early, huh?
Get lubricated.
Y'all too,
Boy,
man.
so he get dessert for breakfast. Go ahead, Chico.
Hey Chico, before we go for real, this is all some real shit. I think we saw some super chats come up that we couldn't get to while we were talking to Adam. So please acknowledge those.
I definitely tried to put them up there to see if y'all gonna segue and go right into them, but you didn't. But it's all good. Big Beach Franklin checked in. Appreciate your Big Boots.
Yep. We definitely remember the original Crossroads. Tough.
Yep.
One time for Wally. Wally
They
High
all
Road.
took it back then with the Wally.
Yeah. Oh, you are too funny from Thea Dumas, aka PT.
Appreciate that, Thea.
Thea, what does PT stand for?
Physical therapy.
Part-time. Paying taxes.
Pimp tight. Pimp tight.
What's the video y'all sent me of the dude saying? what the white people say? They what black people say?
Yeah.
Y'all gonna repeat it?
DIA.
Oh man.
Do it anyway.
Do it again.
Oh, do it again? Oh, I thought it was do it anyway.
Do it. Oh man.
Appreciate that Big Beats on that beat. Appreciate that Big Beats. When you get it, send it to Uncle Neely at thepregameshow.com.
Shout out DJ Finesse. I had to drop $5 on that one.
Shout out to Adam DJ Finesse.
Let me ask you this question. Is it an option to do
$5?
Go ahead,
$4.99?
I just want to make it clear. Chico gets none of that super chat.
You just type it in. You type whatever amount you want in.
He gets none of it. That comes out of our merch fee. So that super chat, he don't get none of it.
Must be crazy. You know what?
I appreciate that reminder, dude.
Keep on saying that.
He gonna get that same $5 he
Man,
had the other
That
day
been a
with the
whole
bite out
season,
of
man.
him.
We ain't got $1 of merch.
Steve Maven.
$1.
Man, not a pump
How,
dollar.
you know what? We're not even gonna discuss this online because I ain't gonna do y'all like that.
Not
But
one.
Steve Maven AI. Go there. Try to
56.
read that. Huh?
Real talk. Is player buy-in actually tied to how big a kid's NIL deal is, or is buy-in really about whether he has a legitimate, believable pathway to the NFL draft? Chico, as the resident former Division I football player, what would make you buy in?
Thought you was gonna say as the resident slapper. I slap.
Man, he just like no, he'll pun.
Is player.
Come on, Queen Kagger.
I really probably, speaking from my experience, I probably couldn't speak on that because we didn't have NIL deals or things of that nature. Our buy-in was based off of, your camaraderie as a team and wanting to win, believing in yourself and trying to win the ball game. Like Coach Prime said, they're taking scores, so we trying to win. I don't know any competitive football player. There might be some football players, but not competitive ones that goes out there trying not to win or don't care about winning. No matter what the record is or where we're playing at or what time, we're trying to win the ball game, dog. So the buy-in, I think, back in the day with me, didn't have anything to do with NIL. These days, it very well can. That's a lot of money they're getting these days.
Yeah, I think when you got kids at a certain level, the money's the same everywhere you go. Unless you go to some schools who are just really overpaying. But once you become a 3, 4, 5-star athlete, you're going to get the bread wherever you go. So I think at that point, it's kind of like, who are you? Like the buy-in comes from the communication and do we believe? If you can get kids to believe, that's what the buy-in is. So it's, some kids are wired differently, and making sure you got kids that are wired the right way for your program is what's important to buy in. You can have a kid that's never going to buy in. He may be a phenomenal player, but it's going to be about him. But you got to get more of the guys who recognize that the sum of the whole is what really gets you paid.
Yeah, I think that globally speaking, even all the way up to the NFL or specifically speaking right here in Colorado, I think at the end of the day that it has to be about the love, not the money, because you're going to get the money regardless. The NFL with its guaranteed money, like it's coming regardless. And because in the NCAA there's no pay for play, meaning your NIL stuff is not based on performance. What you get is coming regardless. What separates it is not who on the team is making more; it's who's on the team loving more. The three of us get up in the morning to do this. We clearly ain't doing it for the merchandise money. Because me and Deuce don't get none of that. Like, we literally do this for the love. And it's because of the love that the money gonna come.
You know what?
Like you gotta put the love first. And I think what you're seeing guys who are still fighting to get a win closing out this season, it has nothing to do. Hey, December your final check. It has everything to do with, I love this, man. I want to win a game. I want to go back in the locker room, picking up Coach Swayze and passing him around like we did when we upset Iowa. Like that, I want that feeling again. And I think that's what's driving them, not the NIL.
Chico, why you look like that?
Don't worry about it. See, I don't even want to make it a big deal. Chico would have said something like that. Y'all would have had
because they understand when I say picking up Coach
no.
Swayze and passing him around, I'm describing what happened. When you
they
say
understand.
it got that tint to it.
No,
hey, you want me to oil you up? You want me to hit you from the back?
Y'all,
you got
y'all
that
come behind it
with
with some. Y'all come behind it with bullshit. That's why.
No,
I can say the same damn thing.
It's you.
Chico said, pick up Coach Swayze and pass him around. Ooh, Tyler Perry Chico. Yeah, he is Tyler Perry, ain't he?
What about that Vivica Fox pitch I said, though? You tried not to acknowledge that one.
Hey, hold up. Let's see what y'all think. All right.
You know what, man? Let's get up out of here. Von Randall, shout out to you. Just because the TMR team delivers the truth when Big Dog Chico talks all love. Thank you. Appreciate that, Von Randall.
Hey, this what Uncle Neely did to Chico, man. Hold up. So I think this is payback.
Neely ain't do nothing to Chico.
Yes, he did.
Nah, that ain't even funny. That ain't even funny.
It's too true.
That ain't even funny. I ain't even gonna take it off the screen.
All I gotta say is this, Chico. All I gotta say is this, Chico. Have you? I'm not gonna say it to Dukes. I'm gonna say it to Dukes and to the runners out there. You ain't ever seen Tyler Perry, Vivica Fox, and Chico in the same place at the same time. Because they're the same person. Vivica Cleveland.
Get him back, Chico.
See,
He
man,
can't.
see.
Get him back,
No,
Chico.
I can, but I gotta hold myself. It's like, see, Unc
You
had
got
a
what? You gotta
bazooka,
do
so
what?
he joked.
You got to
You
do
know what
what?
I'm saying? See what I'm saying? See, if I swing, I'm just swinging. I'm swinging to knock out. I'm not swinging to. So I just have to hold myself sometimes. I don't want to hurt my friend.
See, Deuce would say something
I
like,
wanna
"Yeah,
knock out my
I'm gonna
friend.
refrain from responding to
I'm just
Cleveland.
gonna hold
Man,
down,
I gotta hold myself." And
stand down. Y'all see how you come behind it? I gotta hold myself. Y'all
That's
saw
just
him
the way you
yesterday
said it.
dancing,
You be
shaking his
singing
shoulders
everything
and
when you
stuff.
say it.
Do your shoulders again.
You
Go ahead.
sing when you
gotta
talk.
sing a
Oh,
scream by
hey,
yourself.
Deuce, you sure look nice today. You can't just say, "Oh, Deuce, I like that hat."
Oh man, they're crazy.
I bet Deuce clothes is meticulous. Everything is folded up.
Oh
and
man, don't do that,
all-
man.
That's
Don't
what
do
he
that,
said
man.
earlier.
Don't do that, man.
He said that on today's show.
Hey man.
I
Hey,
bet all his stuff is organized.
oh,
That's a lie.
hey man.
You
Oh,
going
man.
too far now, dog. You going way too far, dog. You going way too far. Just because, you know what? Let's just get up out of here, man. I ain't gonna go there. I'm gonna let them live this time. I'm gonna let them get up out of here with a couple laughs.
Let me live, dog. I appreciate that.
Man, shoot.
On the true
I
friends, no,
real
not
talk
the.
though, Chico.
That's them. They be on the
No,
zesty
no,
train
look.
all day, fellas.
Man,
all day.
man, I ain't say nothing. What did I
Well,
say,
what you
Chico?
do? Go ahead then.
Okay.
You always saying something. Y'all tag team champions and stuff over here.
Nah, man, you ain't
I'm here with
get picked on.
luchador outfits on.
No, I don't.
Yeah, wrong with y'all.
No, that was funny. Hey, Chico, but look, I ain't
Tag
even
team
tri-
this shit.
Hey, I ain't even tripping no Chico. I just want, man, what the merch money?
There is no merch money for y'all
How?
because I said
It's
so.
all for you.
Nickel.
It's
That's
all
why.
for you.
Now, since y'all want to have jokes, zesty jokes and stuff,
No,
I
we
ain't,
really
even,
not
I ain't
joking.
even do nothing.
yeah, joke them. And guess what? If y'all want to get some merch, because y'all done killed the merch, got people thinking I'm stealing this stuff, that we're not even getting no sales on the merch. So, guys, if y'all want to,
How does that harm?
let me be quiet. Hold on,
How does that harm us?
because let me see. Let me be quiet. Put these Nick Rose on mute right quick. Without them hurting the sales, without them sharing it 2 or 3 times anyway. You know what I mean? Listen, if y'all want, hold up. If you guys would like to support the morning run, Big Dog Chico, Dukes the Scoop, and Uncle Neely, kinda, just me, really. Forget them.
The man done muted us.
Y'all go to the website right there. Y'all see below that your boy so graciously put together for all of y'all runners to go on there and get on there and get y'all some merch. It's uncandchico.myshopify.com and go and get you some. The website is open right now. I'm paying for it monthly, but we're not getting.
I knew I wasn't.
We're not getting. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. Pause.
Well, he got me on
again. Pause these Nick Rose again.
And he talking about, but ain't nobody ordered like that's hurt.
Remove these Nick Rose. How about that? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, you'll come to the point of the show where you can hit the like, subscribe, comment, and all the other good stuff. This is past the zestiness. This is straight truth, straight drop from Big Dog Chico, from me to you. We appreciate you guys joining us. Thank you guys for supporting the site, going to get y'all some merch and wearing the merch. As a matter of fact, if y'all have some merch out there, or when you buy some merch, make sure you take a picture of it and send it to Duke and Unks, or Unks, what did I say about it? Dukes and Unks, so that they can see when y'all buy it. I guarantee you right now, they probably got 1 or 2 pictures with people with merch on. If y'all have merch out there, if you want to buy it, go to the website, buy it, so these guys can possibly get paid. Other than that, they ain't getting a motherfucking dime. You understand me? Peace in the Middle East. We up and about this thing. You be as you. Y'all, Nick Rose, want to come back on here and say something? You can. I'm out of here.
Yeah, put me in the show. Hey. So first of all, Chico, bro, I knew I wasn't getting paid. Yeah, I knew it. I knew I wasn't getting paid in the first place, Chico. So it's cool. I think Chico might be. That one shirt is a lie. That is a lie. The truth, that man said there's one shirt. He said, yeah, you might be 1 or 2 sales. Debbie Garcia got bought 5.
He
Brett
don't want the
DJ
truth to
Nelson.
come out.
Aunt Tiny, I got 5 sales. I
Hey,
know
Dukes.
it's more sales than that.
Dudes, he said we weren't hurting the sales, but I'm saying as if that hurts us. We ain't got nothing no way. Like
man, we missing 100% of nothing. Sales cut by 50%. 50% of nothing. Sales are down this month. We wasn't damn no. We don't know how much the sales is. Chico, we don't know how much it costs.
I did
We
not
don't
mean to
know.
bring
We don't
myself back
know.
on.
We just signed all our rights away. Man, we
You
had that
signed your
one-
rights away. That's what
Hey, we
happened.
had that 1.7
Now,
that joker
Hold
sat
on.
there and
every
said,
time you talking,
You
you
serious?
sign your rights
dude,
away.
that
Hey, hold on.
dude,
Nah.
We had
that
that
dude sat there
1.7
and said,
But we
They
was
want to
all
get petty with me. I'm gonna get petty with they motherfucking ass.
dude, that dude
wrong
sat
with
there
him?
and said with anger, "It's y'all fault we ain't making no money. Ain't no buying."
That's right. It's y'all talking down on. They got people thinking. You know what I mean? Like damn.
So
sales
when
is
we was
dropping
talking up
over.
on it,
Now
and
we ain't
people
got
were making
$5.
purchases, we weren't
we
getting
really
that.
in the hole.
Chico, we ain't got $5.
Dukes. Dude, let me ask you this. Let me take it. Let me break it down for you real
Man,
quick. Like on the real. Watch this. He ain't gonna stay on for this, y'all. Hold up.
All right.
Break it down. Dukes.
Yo,
If I can't, I'm trying to keep it PG. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh, you
I
trying
can-
to come
I
up with
can-
your
I can-
lie.
No. Me and Dukes can speak, and it could be on some other ish. You know what I'm saying? We'll understand what we're saying, but I can't say all of that on this show. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean, Dukes. If we talking about
money.
back in the day stuff,
Okay.
you know what I mean? Back in the day
so-
stuff.
all
right. So, basically, if you, how can I put it?
Oh shit.
You
Here it
can't.
come.
Man, just send us some damn
Oh,
money, man. You
I'm
can
dead.
send me
They
$30.
spending nothing.
Chico, fuck, man, we ain't made $5.
Yeah, we got $5 in there for y'all. Though.
We
And then,
Actually, we got. Let me see how much we got up in there right now for real. Y'all got to realize though that on the real, when I pay y'all, who gonna pay for it? That's what I'm trying to find out.
right.
And I was gonna try to put it in the terms of, you feel what I'm saying, but I couldn't come up with the quick terms right quick to keep it PG and not take it and incriminate. You know what I mean? But other than that,
Incriminate.
y'all
Don't do
would like
nothing
to-
criminal. You can't get incriminated.
no, you can put yourself in
Don't
some
do
stuff
nothing.
that you're not in.
Don't do nothing criminal. Chico, send the money. I don't care
I'm
if it's
talking about
$4.
back in the day, man. I ain't talking about now.
Man, look, if it's $4, man, that's $1.33.
I bet. What you want in cash up? I'm gonna see
Man,
you. I'm gonna see you the
send me the
paperwork. So you
files.
can see
Send me the
also.
sales. Open up the books.
All right.
my
bet.
office hours.
Cleveland Files.
From
Oh, yeah.
9
My office
to
hours
5.
are 9 to 5, and we don't
Big
need no
Red.
hateration or no holleration in this dancery. Hold on.
Big Red, let us see the books, man.
Thank you. Supposed to messed up the sales.
He said, we
Talking all this
messed up.
ish. They come back and they still be talking. I don't know what's wrong with them. Have a great day. We're gonna be up and about this thing. Put your chakras in the sky, put your black fists up and wave your rebel flags high in the sky.
Free me.
Free Dukes and Neely.
Free me.
You signed the contracts.
Reals,
That's what happened
man.
when you signed
Pay
the contract
Dukes,
without
pay
reading.
Neely.
You signed the
Hey,
contract
put a
without reading
PD
it.
and a PN in the chat. Put a PD and a PN in the chat.
Hey,
You
man.
signed the contract without reading it, dog. You signed the 360 deal.
But you